Experts hope talking to kids at a young age will help in the fight against the opioid epidemic. Already, the District Attorney General's office says 242 people have died from suspected overdoses in Knox County. It is an annual report that the Metro Drug Coalition reaches out to us with, and it taught more than 7,500 Knox County students about the dangers of drugs. 10 News reporter Stephanie Haynes shows us it is one of several areas MDC is ramping up.
It may sound cliche to hear that teenagers dabble in drugs and alcohol, but here's a reminder that it's very true. The 2017 Knox County Youth Risk Behavior Survey found 1 in 8 high school students reported they have used a pain pill. 23% of students reported they have been offered illegal substances on campus. More than a quarter of students reported having at least one drink in the past 30 days, and more than a third of students reported ever using marijuana. We surveyed half a dozen UT freshmen about their thoughts on these stats. They were not surprised.
I thought it would be higher.
That's kind of low. That's kind of low.
But when it came to the pain pill statistic, they were all surprised.
No, I never saw the pills, so that was kind of surprising, though.
It seems high, but because I don't know anybody, but like it makes sense.
These statistics were included in the Metro Drug Coalition's annual report released earlier this month. MDC says figures like these show the need for more drug education. The organization taught more than 7,500 Knox County students about substance abuse prevention.
Which is a huge component because we know that our kids are experimenting with drugs and alcohol, and we want to educate them properly.
The report also says MDC collected more than 2,400 pounds of unwanted medications in drug take-back events. That's a 39% increase from last year. In Knoxville, Stephanie Haynes, 10 News.
MDC also has a Youth Metro Drug Coalition, which consists of high school students from 5 Knox County high schools. They pledge to stay sober and bring awareness and education to their classmates. Robin?